everybody. Isaac Rosenthal, joined again by my good friend Brent Kelly. The Oregon Ducks, the Eugene Generals. Exhibition hockey action, the battle for Eugene here from the Rink Exchange inside the Lane County Ice Center. The last action for the Ducks before they head to South Lake Tahoe for the Pac-8 tournament. Let's talk about what just happened for the Ducks. Before we get to that, though, they went up to Seattle last week, took the I-5 Cup. 6-2 was the score on Friday night for their third win of the series. And then they did something that is actually quite rare in the I-5 Cup. They finished off the sweep, 6-5 winners in overtime, the Connor Hornline game winner. So a 4-0 sweep over the Huskies this year. Just a sign of things to come. They take the I-5 Cup for the first time since 2015. Let's take a look now at what awaits them next week in Lake Tahoe. We know the field for the Pac-8 tournament. We don't quite know the seeding order. Here's what it is as of right now, this very moment. Eastern Washington currently first, Boise currently second, Oregon third, Cal fourth, San Diego State fifth, San Jose State sixth, Arizona State seventh, and Washington eighth. But Boise, Cal, San Diego, and Arizona State each have 2 games left. So we are expecting Boise State should be the 1 seed. Oregon will be, we're thinking 3, 4, 5, or 6, but they could be any of those positions. So as of right now, we're looking at San Diego, San Jose State, or Cal is what it looks like the Ducks will end up with. An outside chance that Arizona State creeps up into that 6th spot, but they've got 2 tough games left. The Ducks have reason to feel confident against really every team that's in the Pac-8 tournament. Boise, look, it has to be said, they're the odds-on favorite. They are the best team in this conference, ranked number 4 in the West right now, but the Ducks aren't far behind at 12. Eastern Washington's a good team. They split with Boise. The Ducks split with Eastern and with Boise. They also split with Cal, but they feel like those 2 games against Cal really represent 2 of their toughest games of the year. The Cal game they lost, they drove all the way down to the Bay Area, played that day. The Cal game they won was their 4th game in 4 days. So tough game. Both of their games against Cal were tough. They feel pretty confident against them. Swept San Jose State on the road, swept San Diego State on the road. I mean, this is the kind of conversation, Brent, we just haven't had with Oregon hockey going into the tournament the last couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, it kind of started, all season. We saw this team off to a great, strong start, and they kind of built really a strong fundamental team over time. And just kind of going back the last few years, Oregon, they kind of started off seasons with barely anyone on the roster, or sometimes with no coaches, but having these 2 great coaches and Coach Orr and Lim able to come in and really put put the program, have them be super stable, do some great recruiting, add a great young roster to this team, and it's really come to form this season as well. Like you said, sweeping Washington, the I-5 Cup was great, and yeah, just overall, just a really strong team and very strong heading into the playoffs coming up soon.
Yeah, and I mean that recruiting class, man, that they put together. This is the first season that Orr and Lim have had a full recruiting class, and just left and right, everyone has been outstanding. Austin Poltz has been great. Zach Schultz has been great. Grayson Parks, what more can you say about Grayson Parks that we haven't already said? Best netminder for my money in the conference. One of the top 30 or so goalies statistically in the entire country right now at the D2 level. He's an absolute game changer when he gets between the pipes. They filled out on the back line. They've added more scoring. Austin Charnholm, I think, has had a really great year too. He doesn't maybe get talked about as much as some of the other recruits, but he's been great. Luke Chamberlain has added some great goals. Nick Power great at the back. But enough about the rookies, because tonight is senior night, so let's focus on the 2 seniors for the Ducks. Not dressed tonight, unfortunately, had his senior season cut short due to injury. Goaltender Noah Rosenberg. He's been great the last couple years for the Ducks. He's one of the team presidents this year. Even though he hasn't played much this year, he's been a good leader and always a great presence between the pipes. Other goalie for the Ducks who will start tonight, Jackson Howery, and he's just done just about everything for the Ducks over the last couple of years. He's been, at times, he's played a goalie coach role. He's played out as a skater. We know him best as the goaltender that won the goalie fight in the I-5 Cup all those years ago. And Jackson also grew up playing on this rink, so you have to think maybe a little bit of emotions for Jackson tonight. He played here as a kid. He has a lot of relationships with the Junior Generals program, and he plays tonight against the Generals, who he has actually scored against last year when he was skating out. He had the first goal of the season for the Ducks against the Generals. He'll get the nod and goal tonight. And then the Ducks really, tonight, I mean, they want to win. They want to win this game big. There's a lot of pride at stake for both of these teams. It's an exhibition, but we've seen some significant competition between these teams when they've had exhibition games before.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the first start of this season, we had a few pretty good games from the Ducks. They came away with those 2 wins to start off the season, and like you said, even though it's an exhibition game, some great competition, some great gameplay, a lot of skill on display on both sides for both teams, and yeah, it's going to be a great matchup tonight.
Let's take a look at those starting lineups for the Eugene Generals. Carson Roysam gets the nod in goal. Dakota Henn and Jacob Rhodes in the D pair. The one you're going to want to watch for Eugene more than everyone else is number 11, Jared Code, who gets the start at left wing. He's their everything offensively. Jared Arbolowski, who's the center, he's solid too, and Hunter Boyben is Justin Kern's right wing tonight. But the offense really starts and finishes for the Generals with Code. For the Ducks, Jackson Howery gets the senior night start. The all-rookie D pair of Nick Power and Austin Poltz in front of him, and the top line to start the night, Austin Sharnholm, Kurt Fortney, and Connor Rendell. We'll talk about Kurt Fortney just briefly here. He made his way into the I-5 Cup lore, and Friday night he had the empty net goal that synced it for the Ducks. Now, you may be asking, why is an empty net goal relevant? Well, it wasn't just any empty net goal. Kurt scored directly off the faceoff from 200 feet away, which we've talked all year about his faceoff skill. We've seen PK clears on the faceoff from Kurt Fortney, but so cool enough that he scored directly off the faceoff to effectively ice the I-5 Cup. Made even better when you learn after the game, as I learned after the game, he turned to Connor Rendell before he took that faceoff. He had noted that the D pair for Washington was starting out spread apart. So he turns to Rendell and he says, "Watch this." And then 200 feet away, and he sinks it empty netter. There on your screen now is that Ducks lineup I've just been talking about. Howery, Poltz, Power, Sharnholm, Fortney, Rendell. The head coach is Riley Orr. We are going to take a quick break here, and we will be back with you for Puck Drop soon. So on a night that we celebrate the 2 senior backup goaltenders, it's a Ducks starting lineup with 4 freshmen. This is just a team it's been a good enough year this year. This team could be very, very good very, very soon. Ducks in the yellow sweaters tonight. Road blues for the Generals. Howry and Roysum, the matchup of the netminders. What are you looking for tonight, Brent?
Probably just maintain that puck possession. We've seen Oregon, last home series here that I was able to see just dominate puck possession, and that's huge when you're definitely going up against a team with, not a lot of size, obviously a lot younger team, but definitely a whole lot of skill. Isaac can attest to that. He's seen a lot of their games, and for the Ducks, just got to keep control of the puck, go D to D, and don't give it up too often, and help out your goalie too. It's Jackson Howery's last game here in Eugene, and it's a great crowd here tonight, and should be a really fun one between both teams.
Mr. Faceoff himself, Kurt Fortney, digs in to get us started for the Ducks against Arbolovsky of the Gens. One of my favorite names to say, Jared Arbolovsky. And underway as it's sent back behind the net of Jackson Howery, and Fortney finds a teammate. The Ducks try to send it across ice. It's deflected, but they'll hold on to it. Rendell now back to the opposite D-man. It's Pultz. And Charnholm tries to find it in the neutral zone. Squirts back to Pultz, but confidently handled and slid across to Power. Now Rendell sends a pass into the corner. Charnholm there first. Tried to send it to the slot, deflected. Now Fortney, Rendell chasing after it, but the Gens come away with it. 19-20 left in the opening period. Just underway. Arbolovsky from Kode across the middle. Now Arbolovsky turns, fires. That was Kode. And into the equipment of Jacko. 19-10 left, first period.
Yeah, Jared Kode was one of the guys that we talked about before the broadcast as one of the leading kind of guys for the Generals here this season, and him and Arbolovsky already getting some good chances in their first shift of the game.
Freitag now across for the captain, Warren Berg. And Kode's shot goes wide. Berg collects it. Berg and Freitag, and now it's sent into the neutral zone. Chasing it is Jack Garrity. Good to see Jack back on the ice. He missed the I-5 Cup Series in Washington. He adds so much too offensively for the Ducks, who try to get the puck into the slot. Garrity looking to pickpocket there. Berg keeps it alive, and now thrown on goal again and deflected into the netting.
Yeah, Garrity all season long provided a great, big body presence down the middle for the Ducks, and that was a big theme that overall this season was just their depth, able to kind of roll out 3 really good lines, but total of 4 just great lines of forwards and D, and 3 lines of D, and so good depth all around for this Oregon Ducks squad.
Ducks have some real versatile players too. We saw Nick Schultz, Zach Schultz rather, lined up at winger there. Often a defenseman, but he's played his share of forward this season. Derek Armstrong will play wherever you put him. Harrison Cass will play wherever you put him. It's an interesting guy, Harrison Cass. He was asked to leave the Friday night I-5 Cup game early, and we'll leave it at that. But you hear him tell his side of the story, and he was just, it was a moment. He had a moment. Schultz picks that one up, tries to backhand a pass into the slot. Lutz trying to keep it alive. Hitting Barkley out there as well. So Barkley, Lutz, and Schultz. Right now, although Schultz, who's without a stick, will go to the bench. Not sure if it was just dropped or broken. I can't see it. It must be along these near side boards as the Generals will dump that one in. Trying to take it with them up against the bench for the Ducks. Falls back for the Generals now across the blue line. Code, little trouble with it. And the Ducks take possession. Playing it off the boards. Code tries to come in and pinch onto that. Now Gearing will send that one in. The Gens behind their own net with it. Just 3 minutes gone. Very early days. Nice hit there in front of the bench. Conway throws it forward, but taken by the Gens, almost intercepted by Estrada, but the Gens go the other way with it, and the shot blocked before it ever got through. Still trying to work into the center where the Gens are. Estrada came away with it behind the net for the Ducks. In front and loose, but poked away, and Poltz is on it, then sends the puck forward, and bouncing puck ends up staying in the Duck zone, actually. And now another chance for Eugene with the puck sent well wide. And now a chance for the Ducks. Fortney out to Rendell. Rendell's got some speed, knows how to shield that puck. Great pass to Charnholm, and the save is made. Charnholm back up to Berg.
Yeah, Rendell, great puck protection as he was able to get into the corner and find Charnholm there for the nice shot.
And then going right the other way, and the Generals are going to strike first here. I think you'd say the play has been going the Ducks' way, but the Gens have had a few shots, and they find a good one there with 15:50 left in the first period.
It's kind of like that last Ducks shift that we just saw, able to get the puck in deep right behind the net, and the pass was right to the front of Howery on top of his goal crease, and they able just to find that soft spot of the ice and able to rip it home. So like you said, Ducks controlling most of the play early on, but the Generals find a way to get on the board first.
Backhanded there to Rendell, trying to hold it. Knocked back into the neutral zone. .26 left first period. Gens come away with it in transition. Intercepted. Nice play by Warren Berg. Here come the Ducks. Across the blue line, it's Stillberg. Stillberg, and then he tried to find Rendell, but he started to move to the net. The pass went into the corner.
Seems like the Generals doing a good job keeping the Ducks to the outside, but that middle of the ice can be exploited.
For Nick Power now, and poked away from him. It'll squirt all the way back. Ducks have to go into their own zone with it. A touch for Connor Hornline now, the OT hero in the Saturday night game, on a breakaway goal. Now Cass, Power, they're also in front again, and Howery's got to slam the glove on top of that one. 14:33 left officially in period number 1. It's 1-0 to the Generals.
Generals doing another good job trying to get in front of that net. And I think that's going to be where you're going to see most of these goals tonight. Definitely right in front where defense, if you're sleeping, their other team will try to capitalize.
They got it to Code again there, and he just threw a half-hearted backhand shot. Penalties coming up. It's going to go against the Ducks when they touch up here, and they do.
It's like a trip. It'll be against Brian Freitag for the trip. A little sloppy play in the Ducks' own zone, and all of this kind of started off with the Generals just having good forecheck 2 shifts to go, and after defensive zone face-off for the Ducks, they can't get the clear and end up taking a penalty. So power play opportunity here for the Generals. 14-17 left in the first.
Good chance for the Ducks to test that PK out before the tournament here. And they get the clear. They'll send a couple of skaters into the Gen zone to pursue that one. That's been a trademark of the Ducks power play, and Rendell comes away with it. Looping all the way around, and now the Ducks are just going to possess it on the PK all the way back to Poltz. Now Power. And now the clear.
A good puck,
line change.
Good puck possession by the Ducks. D able to go back and forth and eat away some of that clock.
Off the skate of a general, it's a gift for Schultz, and instead of a shot, he just goes into the corner, tries to play a pass, comes right back to him, and now backhanded again. Puck possession on the PK. They go to Power, and Power clears.
A good job by Schultz there. He didn't force too much out there and able just to get control, give it back to the D, and eat more of that clock away.
Keeping just a little bit of pressure on is Schultz and Garrity in the Gens zone. Long pass from the Gens, gets behind the forward. It'll be icing on the power play. We say it every week. The leading cause of hair loss in hockey coaches. Icings on the power play.
Yeah, not going to be too happy about that one. This is just great penalty killing by the Ducks. The Generals have had no zone time in the offensive zone this entire power play, and Ducks have been, like I said before, that great puck possession. And when in doubt, if you have the puck while you're on the PK, just give it back to your D and then have them eat away a little bit of time and send that puck down 200 feet down to the rest of the ice.
Ducks had a great penalty kill in the I-5 Cup. You need a good PK to win the I-5 Cup. Killed off a 7-minute major in the clinching game. 5-minute major, and then the 2 minutes that's added after that. Ducks actually scored on that. Gens almost had a chance there, but sent wide. Circling back into the neutral zone. 13 seconds left on the man advantage. And they're being pushed farther back. Now they try to move up again. Hen moving in, but poked away. Still holding on to it was Dakota Hen. Now behind the net, we're back to 5-a-side, but a dangerous pass. Sometimes that most dangerous part of the penalty kill is that very last second of it. But we're back to 5-a-side hockey now. Ducks holding on to possession. Haven't had too many shots on Carson Roysum. And this time it's the Ducks icing the puck, but at even strength. 11:51 left in the first period. Really impressive PK from the Ducks. They didn't try to do too much. They could have gotten themselves in trouble if they had been more aggressive when they got the puck in the general zone, but a good job to take what was there and just go back and hold the puck when there wasn't anything there.
Yeah, just be aggressive when you can find that good spot, and be conservative when you can, and that's exactly what they did on that last PK.
Could be tempting in an exhibition game like this to just try and have a little fun and throw things at goal and try to dangle through everybody. I don't think that serves the Ducks in a game like this. I think they want to treat this as competitive of a game as they can, and probably not the worst thing that they're trailing right now, because it forces them to be in this game. I think the goals are going to come for the Ducks if they get some shots on net, though. Barkley poking at that one. Now Schultz. He throws it at goal, deflected, gloved, but not held by Roysum. Now back up to Poltz, throwing it towards goal. Lose. Barkley trying to chase after it. And he'll ride his man into the corner. Schultz keeps it alive. Back up to Poltz. They were a deep pair at one point. That hit bar, I believe.
Wow, no one saw that one coming.
Just sort of fluttered in. It didn't sound like it hit the bar, but looked like it. Now Lutz is glued to the boards. But Schultz comes away with it for the Ducks. Off the boards to Poltz. Now right back to Zach Schultz. Deflected, loose in front, still Nathan Lutz with a shot wide. Good opportunity for Nathan Lutz there, but he just didn't quite have long enough arms to get the angle that he needed.
Yeah, Lutz I would say Lutz and Garrity have probably one of the longest reaches on the team, and good cycle play by the Ducks down there, able to get it to Lutz and almost got that one home.
Another save made from Howery there as puts the paddle down. And that one sneaks in. The Gens take a 2-0 lead halfway through this first period.
Yeah, I believe that's number 8, Jacob Rhodes, if I might be mistaken, but one of the Generals players kind of along the goal line. I think Jackson Howery was looking for the pass, and it just kind of, I believe that kind of snuck 5-hole on him. It went right underneath his right pad, and I believe Howery was looking. He was looking for the pass, but the shot came and kind of surprised him on that one. But
so it sounded like they gave it to Minchin 6, who's another strong player for the Gens.
Yeah, Ducks down 2-0 early in this first, just halfway in the period.
Good pass from Estrada to Conway. Conway with a shot, again gloved but not held. This Conway gearing Estrada line, a lot to prove. Warren Berg gets it down low and then up to the point, but no one there. Ducks have to be careful on the line change. They did take it too many men in Seattle. Now Freitag, who had a nice goal to open his Oregon account in the I-5 Cup, loose, trying to put it home. Goaltender looked like he didn't know where it was for a moment, but it's underneath him with 9:26 left in the first period.
That was a good play by the defenseman, Freitag. He didn't shoot it right away, able to kind of keep that puck and move to the right and threw it on net. And Fortney had a little bit of room there, and like you said, Roysum didn't get the cover, and Freitag nearly put away the first goal for the Ducks. So
Power thought about a shot as it came right back to him off the faceoff. Instead, it's sent down low. Rendell came away with it, and now up to Poltz, who moves into that one, throws it toward goal, loose, and then covered up.
Yeah, Fortney there right in front of the net. I think that's where the Ducks are going to have to exploit it more. The Generals are playing kind of a space D, where they're kind of putting a lot of pressure up on the boards and at the top of the zone. They want to keep the Ducks the outside, but if the Ducks player can make a move and get to the middle of the ice, that ice in the middle of the slot is wide open.
Howery plays that one and goes all the way back into the neutral zone. And now the Gens have to take it into their own zone momentarily. Rendell backhands. Keeps it alive now off the boards, trying to squeeze through, and the puck deflected back, but Nick Power holds on to it. Power again forward. They can't complete the pass, and icing against the Ducks.
Yeah, I think whenever the Ducks do get on the power play, they're going to have to capitalize, and with that open ice out there, because right now there's not a whole lot of room out there for Oregon to make a play and make a guy miss out there.
If there's a criticism of the Ducks team this year, really good defensively. At times they have sort of lacked a spark on offense. Plenty of skill on offense, but sometimes they take a little bit to get going.
Yeah, I'd say that they're, once they're in the zone and set up, they're a really good offensive team. But I think, like what you're saying, is just off the rush and that speed game. We haven't seen it too many times this season. We've seen a ton of goals, though, from the Ducks when they're in that cycle game, able to kind of curl out and awesome passes, too. I think we saw some of the best passes this season as a Ducks team.
Nice clean hit from Poltz on Manthe there. Held up enough to not light the man up, but got him good. And then a good poke check from Garrity. Harrison Cass flips that forward for Hornline, taken down. Arm stays down from the referee. Berg gets a stick to that one, sends it into the corner. Cass will get there. And then tries to backhand for Garrity, and then back up to the blue line for Armstrong. Threw it at goal and saved by Roysum.
Yeah, no traffic in front, but good shot by Armstrong, but Roysum saw that one all the way.
Never a bad play to throw it on goal.
Yep. Could always create a rebound or slip by the goalie or create any kind of chance.
And credit to Carson Roysum for seeing it the whole way. Right back to Armstrong, thought about it again, takes the shot again. Save made Roysum again. Referee talking with one of the Gens players about something. Maybe dinner plans. Armstrong will get there. Off the boards, keeps it alive, then right back to Army. Code H chasing it for the Gens, but the Ducks in position. Warren Berg forward for Chamberlain, a shot wide. I think that was actually saved. Lutz can't hold on. It's past Schultz, so there's the Gens and a big hit from Zach Schultz. He's not the biggest guy.
He threw the biggest hit of the night so far.
But stronger than his man there. I think that might be the biggest hit I've seen Schultz throw this season.
And that was a huge hit.
Always nice when you can make a clean, open ice hit right in front of your own bench. That gets the boys going.
Yeah, maybe that'll liven up the Oregon bench a little bit and get the offense moving a little bit more.
Oh, here's Schultz in the slot if they can get it to him. Instead of to Polch, the shot. High bounce. Now intercepted by Freitag. Dumped in. The Ducks get a couple of new skaters out there. Here's a gift for Charnholm, but the save is made.
Yeah, gift indeed. The Gens player tried to flip it across his own zone, which you never want to do. It's almost going to be a turnover most of the time, and Charnholm gloved that one down and had on his forehand, thought about the backhand and went back to the forehand, but good on Roysum. He's in good position there and able to get the save.
Ducks offense showing a little bit of spark in that last sequence. Helps when you're giving the puck right in the slot, to be fair. Now pass finds Rendell. Rendell at the circle, still there. Nice pass, but then not handled by Garrity. And Arbolovsky going the other way. He shot but forgot the puck. Freitag chasing this. Going behind his own net, Calvin Hennon.
Never seen the Ducks
Charnholm digging at it to Rendell, and good save, Roysum. Connor Rendell point blank is a tough save to make.
Yeah, for sure. And Ducks forecheck much more alive these past few shifts. Generals have been barely able to cross the Ducks blue line, and Ducks have been capitalizing on those turnovers and creating them into some great chances.
Power. Behind the net, Cass will chase it. Now protects it, tries to kick it out for Garrity. The Gens come away with it and maybe lucky actually. I don't want to take a trip there with the Ducks. It was inadvertent, but it wouldn't have been the worst call we'd seen all season. Now move forward. Here is Garrity is in the slot. Instead, Kaberg shot. Save made Roysum with 4:10 left in the period.
I've just been noticing Royston's style so far in this first period. He seems to be going down a lot quicker before the shot gets off, so that lower part of the ice is definitely going to be covered on Royston. So it looks like the Ducks, the few chances that they've had have actually been going up high, so maybe they can try to beat them up high. I know Royston's kind of one of the bigger goalies out here, but yeah, just any kind of way to get the goalie moving.
Backhanders, save made. Man in the slot there. And they get a penalty after the play, I think.
Looks like this is going to be on the...
Jack Garrity with a slash.
Yeah, slashing call. I didn't quite see it. Might have been right towards the end of the play. I think there was a small little scrum in front of Royston.
I mean, it must have been after the play because the Ducks took a shot. They had the puck the whole time.
Yeah, and they blew the whistle.
Whistle never blew, so... We'll call it a love tap from Jack Garrity, but the referee thinks different. Ducks PK, which looked real strong earlier, tested again. Jens move it up to the blue line. And it squirts out. Fortney chasing after Jacob Rhodes. Chopping at Rhodes' stick, and there's more pressure from the Ducks. When they get the chance to apply it, they will. But good on the puck are the Gens, and they're able to pass and skate their way out of that. Now the shot towards Howery deflected away, and then Fortney got a stick to it. Rendell is gonna chase it down, but that puck hit someone in the Gens bench.
Yeah, unfortunate. Rendell wasn't going to go on a breakaway, but was going to be the first one of the puck. But right before then, the puck entered into the bench, so stoppage of play.
Faceoff is going to be in the, I would have thought it would be the other half of the neutral zone, but scoring booth trying to relay some information to the official right now. Didn't look important. Backhanded and collected by the Gens. Schultz still giving pressure. Now Arbolovsky. Arbolovsky back to his D-man. It's Bauman. Back up to the blue line for Bauman. Shot blocked and high bounce there. Almost a chance, or was a chance for the Generals. Bouncing puck came loose, and there was a couple inches of cage to shoot at.
Yeah, Jackson was able to slide on over, and it looks like we're getting another penalty here for cross-checking on Nick Bauer.
All right. I didn't see it.
So no defense from from you then. But yeah, I didn't quite see that one either. So 5-on-3 for 42 seconds. And no better forward than Fortney out there to apply pressure and, you know, win the face-off, and good defensive forward for the Ducks.
D-zone face-offs in the 5-on-3, so important. Holtz now with a chance to try and get it clear, but it's only going to go around to Arbolovsky standing around the top of the circle. Arbolovsky tried to get it to the slot. Aggressive pass, and Holtz had a stick there to poke it away, but kept alive by the Generals. Now back to Holtz, and now cleared. Nicely done. 8 seconds left, so that's going to basically kill the 5-on-3.
Yeah, great job by Pultz. Great read on his stick, able to protect the slot. And again by Fortney, able to stop it at the point and get the clear.
Berg gets to that and clears. 1 minute left now on Powers minor.
And Garrity comes out of the box and goes straight to the PK. Another good PK forward there. Good clean hit by him in the center of the ice.
Bouncing there and collected and kept alive by Roysum. Garrity lined his man up for a hit there and might have been a tad late. Cleared again. 25 seconds left on the power minor.
And about a minute left in the first period as well.
Into the corner. Bouncing still, and now Charnholm for Garrity, but takes him into the corner. Garrity will take the puck with him. Now we're back to five-a-side hockey. Power goes to the bench, so they'll get a full group out there. Now Hornline lost a wheel there. Holtz backhands to Hornline. Has Charnholm in the slot, but it is passed in front of him. Off the boards for Kode, now forward to Arbolovsky. Arbolovsky's shot off the glass. Here come the Ducks trying to move with speed. Hornline, what a pass to Conway, but couldn't get a clean shot. And that's the end of the first period. Gens 2, the Ducks nothing after 1 period of play. We will take a break and we'll be back with you for the second period. Don't go too far. 4-2. The Gens lead it 2-0 after 20 minutes of play. Great penalty killing, the story for the Ducks in that first period, but they could not beat Carson Roysum. Didn't have a ton of shots on him. I don't have an official tally. I doubt the Ducks broke double digits in shots, though, in that first period. If they did, not by much. Offense looked good when they got set up, but that didn't happen very often. Defense really looked good, pretty good at times too, but just a couple of weird goals past Jackson Howery, who skates out there into the crease for the second period. He'll get the more chances.
Yeah, I thought the defense really stepped up big, like you said, after kind of those two fluky goals for the Gens. I mean, the first one was right in front. It was a good goal. The second one surprised Howery by a lot. But yeah, defense kind of shored up after those PKs, and offense kind of got their groove going towards the end of that first period. So hopefully a good carryover from period to period here, and Ducks get some more shots on net going the other way.
Sharnholm, Fortney, Rendell. Really like this line from the Ducks. Will start, and then Power and Pultz. Power and Pultz has something at the point. I don't know. Give me the rest of the period. I'll figure it out. 20 minutes underway. Ducks trying to move quickly in transition, but puck hits a skate in the neutral zone. Picked up by Power, backhanded, but taken by Dakota Dunn. Excuse me, not Dakota Dunn, Devin Dunn. Missed on the alliteration, just onside Fortney, but he dropped it for nobody. Now Power offside. Little sloppy. I want to thank all of you for joining us all season, and everyone especially who donated to our GoFundMe at the beginning of the year, helped us buy our new software. That's why we're online.
Not a lot of problems this year. It was pretty great.
No, it's been smooth. Hornline back for Armstrong. Tried to play it back to Hornline, fanned on it, but he's able to hold on the puck. If you heard a ping, that was not in this game. Oh, big hit, Derek Armstrong.
Oh, wow. Got to keep your head up when 79's on the ice.
And Minchin picked himself up and just kind of sighed. It's like, well, that sucked. Good to see he gets up just fine, though. There's a lot of man in Derek Armstrong. Moving in, Berg backhands towards Hornline. And here come the Gens. Chance the other way if they hurry with speed, but Garrity moves in to close the angle, and Armstrong was there. Now Cass. Armstrong back for D partner. Now up to Hornline. Across the blue line, Connor Hornline. Turning, waiting, finds a teammate. That was Pultz, and then sent back into the corner for Armstrong. Here come the Gens. $17:35. Pultz behind the net. Lots of space as the Generals change. Lutz poking it forward. For Schultz behind the net, right back to Lutz. Trying to find someone in the slot, but taken away. Deflected up and over the boards. A strong first 3 minutes of this period for the Ducks, but still just not turning offense into shots. Schultz backhands toward Lutz, taken away, but the Ducks may get it back right in front of the Generals bench and do. Forward for Schultz, just onside, but had to stop playing the puck. Power throws his weight around. Here come the Ducks moving in on a Royston shot. Rebound, they couldn't get the puck down. Schultz had one on his stick there, but...
And a wide open net, too.
That one sent wide. Almost an immediate response from the Generals. They haven't had much to shout about in this second period, but they lead this game 2-0. Head in now. Covered up by Howery with 16:11 left in the second.
Yeah, you kind of see the Ducks on that last shift, able to use their body a little bit more and get pucks to the front of the net. And like I said at the beginning, this Generals team, they're a little bit younger and have a few guys who have some good size out there. But the thing is that they have a ton of skill and a great passing ability, a lot of good chemistry on this team, been together all season long. But the Ducks, same way, been together all season long too, and they have some great size and physicality to match that as well.
Gens get the more advantageous practice schedule. Helps when you own the building. And that depth line out there for the Ducks again. Conway, Gearing, and Estrada. Deflected out again. 15:49. And here comes Fortney Rendell Charnholm. Freitag tries to find Rendell too hard off the boards, collected by the Gens. Rhodes in the neutral zone tried to move it up, taken back by Warrenberg. Here's Rendell, the shot, squirts behind Royston, but then collected by the Gens. Back to Charnholm, back to Fortney. Fortney throws it towards goal, loose, still loose, and they couldn't slide it across. Rendell was there, but they couldn't get it to him. Still on the puck is Rendell. And Rendell will now go back to Berg. Berg to Fortney, Rendell and Charnholm also options. Across, but that was at chest height when it went through the slot. Now loose behind the net again. Rendell will try and get there. Charnholm finds it. Back to Fortney, drops it for Armstrong. Back to Kirk Fortney, who rips a shot wide. Rebound, loose, still loose. Underneath there, the Ducks think they've scored. The referee says no.
I wonder if he's saying no because the net was off, or
I think that's exactly it. We could see the net move, and the referee was right on top of it. I think Carson Royston channeled his inner Sochi Jonathan Quick.
I knew you were going to go there.
You always know I'm going to go there. I haven't gone there in like 3 games.
I mean, technically, if they add instant replay and second look, you mean if the net's not completely off, you could call it a good goal. Sort of a tough call, 50-50. But yeah, whenever the net kind of comes off, refs kind of have to blow that. And a huge hit from Pultz there.
And a penalty. And
oh my gosh.
Did someone just come off the Generals bench? He's got to be done.
What was it? I was looking down my roster for half a second. The Eugene bench was going berserk.
Yeah, they tried to end Harrison Cass's life there. And
of course, Cass is in the middle of it.
Yeah, surprise. But it certainly looked to me like somebody jumped out of the Generals bench.
Yeah, he fell off the bench.
And then fell, which first of all is a little bit hilarious. And second of all, I don't understand how that's not an ejection if you jump off the bench.
And I saw the ref with the hand up, and he was pointing to the player.
I think that you're going to get away with it. You got to at least give a matching.
Wow. That was just insane because I just saw the bench's reaction, and yeah, like you said, just nothing gonna come of it.
Apparently, we're allowed to jump off the bench and get involved in an altercation now.
Well, I think he fell off the bench, but what he did was he was going towards Cass.
He was going right at Cass.
Yeah.
They were all trying to get a piece of Harrison Cass. And they're gonna give Cass a major.
Wow. Jeez, that had to be probably one of the weirdest sequences I've seen covering the Ducks. That was just insanely, really bizarre. For roughing. Did a lot of roughing there to earn that major.
Gens haven't looked great on the power play so far. Circling of the Gens now, finding Arbolovsky at the circle, and it's going to be cleared by the Ducks.
That was an awesome play by Pohl. It's able to kind of do a hip check while spinning and clear the puck.
Offside go the Gens there, just a step.
Yeah, and the Generals bench are still giving the linesmen and the refs an earful. And
I don't know what they're upset about.
Yeah,
they got a major out of it.
And the referee had to come over and tell him to quiet down, just going berserk on the bench. I don't see the coaches going too crazy as well. They're just kind of standing there, but yeah, the players in front are just going crazy.
Poked in a chance for Charnholm. Short-handed. Here he goes. Save made Roysum.
Yeah, Charnholm picked his shot, and Roysum with the better save. And you know, Roysum's been locked in this game. A lot of things are just sticking to him, and in great position on top of the crease, able to take away the net. And yeah, Charnholm tried to go upstairs on that breakaway. Breakaway short-handed, no less.
Down to 3:50 left in the Cass major.
I'd love to get the full story on that. Maybe we'll try to get that at second intermission.
I guess maybe they're, as the Gens ice in here, the only thing I could think is if the Generals player says, no, man, I was making a line change. Technically, I guess he wasn't a third man into an altercation. There wasn't a fight, but he came off the bench aggressively, and the context of the situation seemed pretty clear to me, at least from where I'm standing. But
I'm guessing what happened was that Cass hit a guy either into their bench and either said something or threw an extra hit or did something to their bench to make the entire row jump out and look like they were all going to come off the bench.
Another shot and a save made. Yeah, I think I missed the hit itself, and I don't have, you know, there didn't seem to be much argument to the Ducks to it being called a penalty. A 5-minute major for only roughing seems a little weird, but whatever. Not gonna dispute that. I heard the hit more than I saw the hit. I'm guessing it was kind of into the stanchion area, but again, I mean, how many times do we see the response get called?
Yeah, it's always the reaction over the actual action, but that time the reaction kind of warranted a penalty itself.
Power backhanded for Schultz and just dumped in. Ison behind his net. Garrity chasing.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments real quick. He says Cass hit the Gens player into the bench and then he jumped back out, so looks like to be the situation there.
So that was the guy that he hit into the bench?
I'm not sure on that. Most likely, but
deflected high and kept alive. Well, we'll take your word for it, Dan. Arbolovsky now. Still Arbolovsky, and the shot deflected into the corner. Bauman tries to throw it towards goal. Deflected and now cleared. Oh, could have been cleared, but took a strange bounce to Arbolovsky. He scores.
Wow. Strange bounce indeed. It went right off the boards. I believe that was Armstrong. No, sorry, I forgot who it was behind the net, but they tried to clear it around the boards, and it just came right to the center of the ice. And the Generals player, all open, all alone in the slot, was able to snipe it home. Yeah, that was probably a huge bounce. You don't see a bounce like that go perfectly back into the zone and into the middle of the ice like that. So yeah, Generals score on they still have a little bit of time on that cast major.
Oh, here they come right away again, but slapped away by Berg.
And that Generals player with that celebration looked like he did the Zamboni work. Wanted to make a point to Cass and slid all the way in front of him. So Cass has a long memory, so you'll remember that one.
Gonna hold our clock here when play starts, and we'll start it when we match the time. Down to 11:08 officially. So more from Dan in the comments. He had a better look at the hit, saying it did look like it was the same player. The Cass hit the jump back out. So all right, I'll get off my soapbox about it then.
I just thought it was
it's still probably
funniest, bench reaction.
Enough, but yeah, it had players from the Gens bench that were grabbing it at Harrison from over the boards. Worth noting that we did have some bench altercations at one of the Gens Ducks games last year. And here's Fortney now, moving in, and the save made. Boy, Royson is solid between the pipes. 1 minute left on the major.
I'm surprised the ref didn't call a holding right in the corner. It was Rendell was in the corner with the puck. The guy had a free hand and just grabbed Rendell right in the corner, no call.
Nifty move from Freitag, and then a backhanded clearance. Rendell will give chase, but Bauman's going to get there first.
Freitag's made a few really good plays here on the PK, and another great clear on the backhand.
One last chance, maybe 30 seconds left. One timer not hit cleanly, bounces away into the corner. Collected by the Gens. And now Poltz will go to get it. Pulls it back, tried to backhand for Hornline. Hornline trying to sweep it for Garrity, who backhands it in to the Gens zone. 11 seconds left. And 3 seconds will take the power play graphic off. Also got to reset my clock here because I forgot to start it again. Cass is now out of the box, so more strong penalty killing from the Ducks. They concede one, but sort of a phantom goal. Garrity back. Still trying to find a wraparound. Ducks just can't buy a goal here.
They've had their chances.
Now Cass throws it towards goal, just looking for the anything shot there. Now Power trying to find it. Hornline throws it at goal. High into the corner. And the Gens now in transition, nearly found an opportunity for Minchin, but it escaped him. Horn line up to Garrity. Here's a chance for Garrity. He sends it over the cage. It was a 3-on-1. Now Power. Looked maybe like he'd gotten something up high there, but
I think that one hit the crossbar. Definitely had a weird exit out from the goal.
Yeah, it looked maybe like it hit top netting, but there was no crossbar sound. The reps were right on it, and what you really look for there is the response of the Ducks, and there wasn't much of one, but better offensively this second period has been Oregon, minus the 5 minutes they spent killing the Miner as that shot is sent high and wide.
Yeah, Ducks keep going up high.
Major, rather.
Keep going up high on Roysum, still not there. Like he said, just can't even buy a goal right now.
Up for Charnholm. Charnholm now makes a move, had the puck deflected away. And we get a penalty against the Gens, slashing the call.
I think this might be the first power play for the Ducks.
Yes, sir.
That's correct. So slashing against number 24 for the Gens. That's Devin Dunn, 6'3", 163 pounds. One of the bigger Gens, aka the biggest Gen on the roster. So this is huge for the Ducks, able to pot one home here, 7:32 left, and you know, once they get one, I feel like the Ducks really get going. So gotta get some good puck movement here on this power play and get in front of Royce and make sure he doesn't see the puck.
Holtz fires a shot, deflected into the corner. Now back up to Poltz, back wide. Down low across for Berg. Berg goes behind the net. Back into the corner, now up top to Poltz. Back to Fortney. Into the slot for Rendell. Deflected and knocked back to Poltz, then across wide again for Charnholm. Shot gloved by Roysum.
You see the Gens, they're having a kind of a small box, but it's probably one of the smaller boxes I've seen on the PK where they're not even coming out towards the top of the circles. And when the puck goes down low, they all collapse right in front of the net. So those cross-crease passes are going to be hard to kind of get through. So the Ducks are going to want to try to get some passes from the point and work it around and just try to get Roysum moving and get the defenders out from that box right in front of the slot.
In the corner, and the Ducks come away with it. Back to Berg. Back to Poltz. Poltz being given space. Now back to the top of the circle. Brendel moving in. Still, it's Charnholm.
And Ducks
all sorts of time.
It's going to be a 5-on-3 coming up, penalty against the Gens.
There's the whistle.
So here comes a huge opportunity with the 55 seconds. It's going to be a hold and horrible time to take a penalty on your own PK. Looks like they held Rendell down there. It's one of the Ducks down there.
Bauman.
Yeah, it's Gens Bauman there. So you really got to convert here on a 5-on-3 and get one home. There's going to be a lot more space out there. And
an immediate clear from the Gens.
And a rare face-off loss for Fortney is not on his strong side.
Here's Poltz going the whole way behind the net. Now back to Charnholm. Back across, down low, back up to the point. Into Charnholm again. Fires a shot, deflected. Oh! Deflected, cleared with a high stick.
How about the goalie's mask came off? And hopefully this puck does stay inside. Yeah, looks like it'll be to the left of Roysum. Sorry, to the right. So yeah, look, this time the face-off will be on Fortney's strong side. It's off to the left. Left-handed shot. Just want to win it back to Charnholm and work that puck around. And
he's going to score on one of these before the end of his career. Now is not the time, but
hey, it could be at any time. And there you go, face-off win on a strong side.
Poltz. Save Roysum.
Yeah, Fortney couldn't get in front of the net on that one, but a good strong shot by Poltz there.
Roysum looks a little hurt.
Yeah, he's down. That had to be off that last shot because he looked a little shaken up when the mask came off. I think he was just taking a little break, but this last shot that got him pretty good, and he's down on the ice. You've kind of seen that from goalies sometimes. The real hard shot down low could get you where you don't have a lot of padding.
Skylar Larson out on the ice for the Gens, kind of stretching. Roysum's on his feet. I don't think he's leaving this game. Or am I wrong? And then he walks to the corner.
Yeah, I don't believe he's coming out.
No, he's not coming out. Larson sits down. However, he makes his way back to the goal. 12 seconds left of 5-on-3. Ducks would love to get one in the next 12 seconds here. Kept alive just barely by Poltz at the point. Now back to Berg. Berg fires a shot that's knocked away, and that will do it for the 5-on-3. And now the puck's sent the other way. However, has to come out and play it, and does. He finds Berg. Now Fortney. Back around. That was Rendell. Back to Poltz. Sent it the goal and deflected away by Roysum.
That last chance on that 5-on-3, I believe it was Charnholm off to the left here with that last shot. And I don't even know how Roysum saw that because he just stuck his glove up and able to do a great save. And yeah, I believe that was Charnholm who had that top of the net opening there. So the Ducks keep going up high on Roysum and still not going to be there.
Garrity now at the point on the power play. There's a shot, loose, rebound, still loose. Ducks come away with it, Fortney to Rendell. Garrity back to Rendell. Tried to make a nice move, excuse me, that was Cass, and now it's the Gens that go the other way, but this is too far out in front of Code. He has to chase it into the corner, and he's knocked into the boards. 4 seconds left of 5-on-4, and we're back to 5-a-side hockey.
Yeah, Ducks just didn't get the plays that they wanted out there on both the 5-on-4 and 3. So Gens send it over top.
Another penalty coming up against the Ducks.
For a trip. I'm not sure how that was a trip when it was a clean body check. Unless I'm seeing the wrong play, but I could have sworn Garrity had a clean hit behind the net and the Generals player just fell over. But either way, Ducks go back to the box with 4:13 left in the second. They'll be down 2 minutes again.
Losing 2 minutes of time is almost as damaging as losing the skater for the Ducks right now. 3-goal deficit at this level of hockey. By no means is this game over, but you got to start scoring at some point if you're the Ducks and you want a result out of this one. Collision there as Poltz was hit by a Gen into another Gen. Everyone stays on their feet, and now Rendell tries to carry shorthanded across the red line. It's knocked away. Right back to Poltz. He'll play it back to Power. Off the boards, taken by Hen. And Gens go offside, so they got to regroup and get back on. Rendell's there, backhands for Hornline. Will then just skate around, finds Rendell. Hornline goes flying. I think he tripped over a teammate there, though. And the Gens in transition with a shot that goes wide into the corner. The Ducks will pick it up. It's Power. Power trying to weave through bodies. Fires a shot, shrugged aside. And that one past Hornline. Now Bailiff into the slot, and the shot's knocked wide. 2:48 left in the second period. Power gets onto that one. Schultz in front of him. Still, it's Nick Power. Then he sends it behind the net. Schultz will try to get there. Gens come away with it with 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Minchin now. Stick the side. Howery into the netting.
That good save by Jackson. He's been able to, he's had to see a lot of PK time, and best PK out there has to be your goalie, and Howery's done a good job here tonight. And yeah, there's some hard battles on the last possession, especially with when Rendell and Hornline were out there kind of in the neutral zone fighting a lot, and 11 seconds left on the penalty to Garrity.
Another shot, save made by the D-man there for the Ducks, but the puck is loose in front now. Finally cleared. Garrity standing in the box, Garrity out of the box. Once more, we play five-a-side hockey. Depth line out there, gearing Estrada Conway.
Yeah, why not get some more energy back in this Ducks lineup.
Estrada takes himself into the corner, and we do have a Gens player down there. Got him after.
I saw I guess they're going to call a slash on Estrada. I didn't quite see the slash.
I'm just about to watch the replay now, and okay. So Estrada goes into the corner there.
Yeah, I saw the hit.
And his stick was kind of up high when he did that, and it caught the Gens player in the face. So I mean, there's no intent there.
Yeah.
But
and I think the refs here is explaining it to Berg. It was the as you said, the follow through on Estrada's hit, just incidental contact. But once the ref saw the general player go down, and with that high stick, it was a kind of an easy call to make. And right back at it, the Ducks, if they kill off this penalty, they'll have to carry it around 10 seconds into the third period. So this will take into the rest of the second.
Arbolovsky with a great pass. I really like the creativity there, but it didn't work. And here's a chance maybe for Garrity. Garrity to Schultz. Save made again. Carson Royston is a stud between the pipes for the Generals.
Yeah, he was down and out and still made the save.
Back to Garrity. Schultz again, still loose somewhere. Back down, taken by the Gens.
Great chances for the Ducks on this PK, and here they come again.
Here's Garrity again. That time he scores! Shorty for Jack Garrity. They finally beat Carson Royston. And with 58 seconds left in the second period, the Ducks are on the board. It's 3-1.
We talked about that long reach at Garrity all season. He's had some awesome dangles and comes up with a shorty for the Ducks. And the play right before, the Ducks thought that they had a goal, and Royston has been standing on his head all game, and Ducks couldn't buy a goal for the game. And what a way to get the first goal of the game for the Ducks is the shorty by Jack Garrity. Nice move too, able to go to the backhand, slide a 5-hole.
Now here the Ducks come again almost. Puck got away from Rendell. Still a minute left of 5-on-4 time. Save made by Howry, but a long rebound went out into the corner and almost a chance for the Gens. They just couldn't get a clean stick to it. In front now behind the net, stopping and starting. Going back up to Code. Shots blocked, and the Ducks have maybe a chance to go shorthanded. Trying to play it off the boards there is Fortney.
Yeah, it looks like Fortney wanted to flip it up to Rendell, but Jen's defender right there in front.
10 seconds left in the period. And that'll do it for the second period of play. The Gens at a third. The Ducks find the scoreboard. We're going to have a great third period coming up. We will take a quick break. Don't go too far. Third period just about to get underway. The Ducks trail the Generals 3-1 in this game. The Ducks with the most recent goal. Jack Garrity's short-handed marker in the last minute of the second period, ending the shutout for Carson Royston. The last 20 minutes of the season, and we were talking about senior night earlier. We missed a very important one. My partner, Brent Kelly, will be graduating this year and moving on to bigger and better things. I have every intention of sticking around next year. But Brent, an honest, heartfelt thank you. You've made life so much easier for me these last couple years, and it's really tough for us to find people that are actually willing to commit the time and the 10 o'clock games and cancellations the year before. So absolute thank you to you, and everything you've done has been outstanding for us.
Yeah, man, thank you so much, and thanks for having me join the team. You know, I just had such a blast. You know, hockey's like a huge passion of mine, and playing in high school, and you know, I just love, you know, filming, announcing, and it's just like most fun. And we've said it so many times, especially during the alumni game, you know, you couldn't like pay us to do this job. It's just so much fun to do. And yeah, I'll still be keeping tabs on and recruit someone to do camera and color for next year. And yeah, maybe I'll come back for alumni game and hop on the broadcast again. But overall,
we'll find the headset for you if you come back for the alumni game.
For sure, yeah. And but yeah, overall, it's been so awesome. And 3 years, some great seasons, and this has probably been, I just love seeing what the team's doing and coming out today. Great game so far tonight, and you know, this team's just such a great, well-run team, top down, and yeah, overall just such a great organization. I'm really happy to see where things are going with this team, and overall just you know, a great way to kind of end out senior year and hopefully come out with a win. So here we go.
All righty, third period, last chance for the Ducks to respond, and we're underway. Did over here in the lobby, the intermission, someone else's view of the Harrison Cass incident, and okay, maybe Harrison deserved 5 minutes. He helped the Generals player into the bench. Here's Rendell. Couldn't hold on to it.
A good description of the penalty.
Rendell now just sends it in right side of the blue line. Charnholm gets to it. Back to five-a-side hockey now. Pass intercepted by the Gens. Big hit, Austin Poltz.
Man, it has to be the third big hit of the game from 3 different Ducks. And that was Poltz that time on the blue line. And Generals got to keep their head up out there when they cross that blue line, because Ducks defenders have been really active tonight. So I believe it was Schultz, Armstrong, and now Poltz, all with the huge hits tonight.
2 of those guys you might have picked out for a big hit more than the third,
yeah,
but
definitely not Schultz, but wow, able to step up and give his biggest hit of the season.
Here's Rendell.
And all clean too, and no penalties, no extracurriculars after, just some clean open ice
Garrity,
hits.
nice stick handling from Garrity. Tried to find Charnholm, but knocked right back to him. Now Austin Charnholm's got it back for Garrity. Up top to Poltz with 18:08 left in the period. And the Gens hop on the puck. Here's Bauman. But it's taken away from him, and this could be an opportunity for the Ducks, but it rolls just too far in front of Jack Garrity to be able to control it.
Some nice stick handling moves from Bauman there.
Schultz plays this one around. It'll roll into the corner. Hornline trying to find it. In the neutral zone, it's Arbolovsky run into the boards by Armstrong. Armstrong, but Hornline actually ends up with this one. Flips it up. Schultz is there. Schultz still with it. Schultz turns, shoots, turned aside. Had Nathan Lutz moving in as well. Hornline keeps it in, tries to throw it towards goal, blocked into the corner. And Lutz will go get it. Lutz throws his body around. Jens move it into the other corner. And now send it down the length of the ice with Armstrong winning the race to it. It's going to be icing against the Gens with 16:46 left in the third period.
And that last opportunity, I believe that was Schultz with the shot, and that shot kind of had eyes. It dipped a little bit, and I believe it was going to go a lot higher, and I believe it caught a defender's stick and almost caught that far post. And Royston always in good position. A lot like Parks in his stance, you know, kind of a bigger goalie and standing up more up straight and able to move well from post to post.
Here's Rendell trying to find Charnholm, but poked away from him, and now here come the Gens. In the slot they score. Top corner, 4-1.
Wow, that was an absolute snipe by the Generals there. Didn't quite get the number. I believe that's number 11. Yeah, Jared Code for the Gens. And he kind of found a soft spot in the high slot. And that's really nothing. Jackson had a chance on that one because that was a perfectly placed shot. And barring in. Great snipe there by Code to make it 4-1 Gens. Sorry, Code with the assist.
Yeah, they're going to give Code the assist and Alex Clark.
Yeah, Clark with the
snipe. Penalty there is going to go against Pultz, I think, for the trip.
Yeah, this is kind of the Ducks of old with these sloppy penalties. Getting in a lot of penalty trouble this game. And it's kind of those plays where it's incidental contact or, you know, just not moving your feet and being lazy with the stick and causing the trip. But Ducks PK overall decent in this game. I think they did give up a power play goal, but they have been aggressive and have had their chances.
Kept alive, thrown towards goal, and now a chance to clear. Maybe a chance to spring Schultz shorthanded, but they couldn't get the puck to him.
Yeah, Garrity kind of get a control of that puck, and I believe if he would have just passed it a little bit quicker, he had Schultz going the other way.
And another penalty. It's going to go against Jack Garrity for a hook.
Yeah, you could call it a hook, or he could even called it a little bit of a slash off the hands, but either way, Garrity was trailing the Generals player into the neutral zone and using his stick a little bit too much there. And so here comes a 5-on-3. If the Generals score here, will put even a bigger hole that the Ducks are already in. It's going to be a long 5-on-3, at least a minute 20 for the Gens. Rendell gets sent packing from the face-off.
Bauman to Henn. Thought about the shot, instead sent it into the corner, just barely kept alive by the Gens. Henn again across ice. To Bauman, back to Henn. Shot scores!
Yeah, looks like Jackson had a hard time tracking that puck. He was looking one way, and the puck was already in the net. And there's some good traffic in front there for the Generals. And you're obviously going to get a lot of good looks and some big traffic when it's a 5-on-3. So yeah, 5-1. And Generals still have a minute 41 left on the Garrity minor.
Going to be tough for the Ducks to get any kind of a result out of this now. Down 4 goals in the third period.
Yeah, Ducks would have had a great start to the period if they didn't get into all this penalty trouble. Put yourself in a hole right away.
The consolation for the Ducks is that this game doesn't really do anything for them. Wouldn't have helped them, but it doesn't hurt them. It's not an ACHA game.
The silver lining.
But not the result they would have wanted going into Tahoe. Still time for them to turn them around, but a tall mountain and nice job, Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson was absolutely looking one way and thought the puck was to his right, and the puck found its way to a Generals play on the goal line, and Jackson was able to slide across and get the save. That was one of Jackson's best saves of the night. Able to bail out his team there. I believe no one knew where that puck was except for that General shooter. Great save by Jackson there. The score is a little bit closer. That's what one of those where you'd call a game-saving save, but just a little bit too out of reach at this point.
Another penalty coming up. This one's a hook against the Gens.
Yeah, call it a makeup call, whatever you want to call it, but good break for the Ducks, able to kind of even things out a little bit. 4-on-4 for 44 seconds. And they'll send Hornline and Rendell out there. Still a little bit of time left to get something going, but they got to act fast if they want to have a chance.
Here come the Gens, 2-on-1 if they hurry, but Power got back to save the day for the Ducks. Now 2-on-2, Rendell and Hornline, and the Connors can't combine there. Minchin, Henn into the corner. Power jumps onto it. Finds a teammate, now back to Hornline. Hornline with a shot, but didn't get through. Power at the blue line now. To Hornline, one-timer! Into the netting, that was a rocket.
Yeah, what a great cannon there from Hornline. Taking a one-timer from the blue line, and everyone had to be wary of that one. That one was a headhunter.
Credit to Carson Roysam tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's been outstanding for the Generals. He won't get his shutout, but he's been real good. There were times when this game was a lot closer. And they're going to move this faceoff into Roysam's zone.
Yeah, he's been locked in from the start of the drop of the puck. He's just been laser focused and able to see everything. And even the ones he hasn't seen, he's been been in good position to make the save.
Berg. The Ducks have an abbreviated power play here. Berg fires a shot wide. And a save made there by Roysam. With 13:08 left officially in period 3. Face off to Poltz. Down low for Charnholm. No, that's Berg, rather. Up to Poltz. Thought about it now. It's Charnholm opposite wing. Back to Poltz and Charnholm again. Now they'll switch places. Now it's Poltz at the circle with a fake and then a shot. couldn't get through the forest. Ducks run the rebound. One-timer knocked away. And as Royston slid across his crease there, he's going to dislodge the net.
That great pass over to Berg, and Berg got all of that on that shot. And likely for Royston, able to nose off his moorings and able to get the call.
Back to Berg. Fires a shot that bounces through the crease. Minchin on top for the Generals. He'll clear with 6 seconds left in the man advantage. We're going to be back to five-a-side hockey here.
Great saucer pass by Howery over to Garrity. Using some of that forward passing that he's known for.
There's Arbolovsky. Across the blue line, poked away by Freitag. Behind the net, Arbolovsky still with it. He regrouped. And all the way around in a big circle is Arbolovsky. Then he finds Hen and can't handle it super cleanly.
Good hit by Garrity there along the boards.
Armstrong up and tangled up. Penalty coming up against the Gens.
Looks like it's going to be a hook on the Gens. So right back on the power play, it's going to be Jacob Rhodes, number 8, for the Generals. So back to the power play for the Ducks. That last power play, they had a guy up in the slot and a guy right in front of Royston. And then once the puck got down low, it was basically 2 guys in front of the net. So look for some good puck movement along the outside. And I think we might get a timeout here.
Yeah, Gens took a timeout.
I want to talk some things over. To complete that last thought, just for the Ducks, want to kind of work the puck around, and then when you can, find that open guy in the slot or in front of the net. You know, get a lot of traffic in on Royston. He's been able to have a really stellar game so far, but you just want to take his eyes away and make him really move out there. That's what the guys along the point, you want to make the goalie move from side to side and find those openings. And it's 11:31 left in the third. You know, still enough time theoretically. A lot can happen for these Ducks. The refs are calling it tight, so you know you might get another power play opportunity after this. You never know. So just gotta keep grinding out there and hope one just goes your way.
Ducks will have one more game that's in Eugene this season. After the Pac-8 tournament, they will play the Gens again, but that's going to be a Generals home game, so a Generals broadcast as well. Cass, the shot, rebound, but no one there. Right, back to Cass, and then poked away from him. He'll have to jump up and chase it. Code reaching for it, but Harry's there. Hornline to Cass.
A little miscommunication
there. Tried to drop it for Hornline, but it slides across the blue line. Under 11 minutes left now. Here's Rendell. Shot, rebound is collected by the Generals, and here they come, perhaps shorthanded if Harrison Cass can't get there, but he does. Gets tangled up, but enough to deny the shorty opportunity.
And Ducks having a hard time just even getting set up in their own zone right now.
Big hit there right after they'd given the puck away, and Hornline got tangled up with him, and now we got whistles, and now we got extracurriculars.
Is that Peyton Barkley out there?
Barkley's been involved in a few scrums this year. Hornline's going to get a penalty, and Nathan Leach is going to get a penalty.
Was it 2 Generals players?
Not Nathan Leach, excuse me, Alex Clark.
So it looks like we'll settle this out. Looked like it was just a lot of pushing and shoving behind the net and 1 takedown. So Peyton Barkley and Hornline both to the box, and then
Barkley does sit now too.
And then Clark there for the Gens. Do you think, could this be a 3-on-3 or?
I've given up trying to guess what they do.
You don't have your rule book ready?
If I had a rule book ready, there's no guarantee that it would match what happened. We're still sorting it out here. We'll wait. Bauman may be sitting in the box too for the Generals. He is. Or no, yes, maybe so.
Yeah, looks like he's getting in there. So 2 penalties for the Gens, and then first and the 1 that's already on the board with Rhodes.
So I guess, are we going to go 4-on-3 here then? Looks like it. There are 4 Ducks on the ice right now.
You don't see that very often. 4-on-3.
One, two, three, four, 5. They're just going to call everything offsetting. So Hornline, Barkley, Bauman, and Clark are all going to be out at 2 minutes into whistle. And it's just a 5-on-4 for the Ducks.
I usually see refs call an extra minor here or there for stuff like that, but yeah, all offsetting, so just back to 5-on-4.
So all right, all of that work and no change except for the players in the box. Crowded penalty boxes at the moment. Charnholm, 1-timer. Oh, Bergie. Warren.
Right off the heel on Berg, and awesome pass by Charnholm, able to get that seam pass over to Berg. Yeah, just off the heel of Berg's stick, and since it came off Berg's stick and not a Gens player, the faceoff will come outside.
.45 seconds left still on the Rhodes minor.
How did
Garrity looks skyward. I don't know how that puck didn't go in. Charnholm now, and still the Ducks cannot buy a goal tonight.
How many times have we said that today? How a puck has not gone in for the Ducks. Wide open nets here and there.
Fortney. Up top to Poltz. 1-timer. Save made.
Yep. When shots like that don't go in, you just gotta say it's just been one of those games.
Royston has been great. Don't get me wrong. Royston is the reason this team is winning this game right now. But there have still been opportunities for the taking for the Ducks. Nifty move to keep it alive, and the shot, they score! Royston never saw it.
Oh, great shot. I believe that was from Garrity there. So his second of the game. And yeah, like you said, Royston didn't even see it because it was in and out of the net so fast. And usually when a player kind of sets up like that off the face-off circle, they're looking for a pass, and Garrity kind of shocked everyone with just taking a quick shot, and you know, those were the types of shots the Ducks needed throughout the game to kind of fool Royston, but Royston's been on his game all night long. So make it a 5-2 game. Power play goal from Garrity, second of the game. So Garrity with the shorty and a power play goal tonight.
Almost gave the goal to Grayson there.
That would have been very impressive scoring from the bench.
The bench goalie will nearly getting on the score sheet. Freitag chops at it to keep it alive. Over Conway's head. Here come the Gens. Fortunate bounce for Code. Nice move, nice save. Now Schultz. Send it to the corner, and Howard plays it for Power. Power pulls it right back. He's had a pretty good game, too. Lutz trying to get there with Hen working on him. Forward for Schultz. Schultz trying to find Conway. Behind him a little. And then Berg gets tangled up with the ref. Here's Schultz. Digging at it still, and now taken away by the Gens. 8:16 left. Here's Berg. Sharnholm pressuring, but good stick puck protection from the Gens there. Ducks do take it back. Now Armstrong tries to slide it across. Instead, send it right into the slot for Code. So, guy you least want to give the puck in that position. Ducks are not made to pay this time. And now Rendell. Here come the Gens with it. A couple of Ducks nearly collide, but able to avoid the collision. Garrity still with the puck on a string. Scores again. Jack Garrity hat trick, and don't look now. We got a game, partner. 5-3 with 7:18 left in the third.
Yeah, you could see it. He had that puck on a string, like you just said. And right in the same exact spot as he just scored his second goal, he fires it home again. So Jack Garrity has found out Royston in this game. So look for the hot hand in Garrity. And 5-3 with a lot of time left. 7:18. Have a game, Jack Garrity.
Jack better tell his boys what to do with Royston.
Well, just going off the film, it's
here comes Rendell. And it's wide.
Yeah, just by going off Garrity's goals, it looks like he's going far side or low glove, low blocker. It's just in and out of the net so fast, you can't see where it's coming from. And that was such a great move by Jack, able to kind of hop the puck up, go across the slot, back into that spot where he scored his second goal and his third goal.
Cass trying to knock that back on the faceoff. Gens will take it behind their own net. But then Hornline pressuring as the boxes are empty temporarily. Cass trying to get there and find the puck. Underneath a couple of feet now, everyone trying to work for it. Gens come away with it, and a nice move from Minchin to move into the neutral zone. Holtz tried to find Hornline too far in front. Now
should be offsides.
Rendell for Hornline. Rendell there, but couldn't find him. 6:23 left in regulation. That was coming right for us. chase it behind the net. Schultz will get it to, sorry, that was Freitag. Oh, right in the slot for the Gens. They put it wide. Freitag collects. And the Gens will chase this one down the length of the ice. No icing, though. It was deflected in the neutral zone. Charnholm tries to pickpocket. Does find the puck, but then lost it. Poke at it. Now here's Berg. Berg to Fortney. Shot, save, and Garrity will come after it. Now it's Freitag. 5:30 left. Still a lot of time, and only a 2-goal game now.
Yeah, that whole last play just came off. Good forward check and able to capitalize on a rebound. Sorry, a turnover from behind the net. And
here's Garrity.
Almost get it.
Oh. If the ice had been, 20 feet longer, Garrity would have gotten back onto that puck, I think.
Oh, yeah, Garrity's really feeling it tonight. He's able to...
He wants a penalty. He's not going to get it, but...
Yeah, Garrity able to... Really good with those kind of one-handed dekes out there. Able to... Has that long reach, able just to kind of sidestep guys and get past them.
Power collects it off the face-off. Rendell throws towards goal. Loose, but taken by the Gens. Now into the neutral zone. Done. So the puck goes behind the net for Poltz. Tried to play it to Hornline, but deflected into the netting. 4:57 left.
Yeah, Ducks are gonna just stop spending time in their own zone and able to establish something in the O zone. And try to get one here before maybe the 2-minute mark, before you start thinking about pulling the goalie.
And here they come. Oh, they just miscommunicated as they couldn't find Rendell. Big collision. Power chops at it. Cass collects it. Cass behind the net. Then into the slot, but no one was there, and the Generals pick up the puck. Cass got tangled up. Penalty. Yeah, Cass was having a good run out there, but then takes the worst, penalty at the worst time. I mean, I get it, but there's not a lot in that one.
Yeah, he just wanted to get that puck away and takes a hook. So tough call there on Cass. And Ducks are gonna have to play shorthanded here. 2 minutes off the 4:32 left in the third.
Gotta start going for it. I mean, you can't really think shorthanded here.
It's gotta be real aggressive here on this PK. Send out all your best offensive guys out here. Try to get something going.
And in keeping it alive.
Ducks already have a shorty in this game and have been aggressive all game long.
Minchin. Shot blocked, I think, by a teammate. And puck is in front, and the save made. Loose still into the corner now, and cleared by the Ducks. They'll chase it, but the Gen's going to win the race to it, and Nathan Lutz and Zach Schultz will both slam on the brakes and head for a line change instead with 3:52 left in regulation.
And now they got Garrity and Rendell out there. Two high-powered Ducks.
It's a long pass. Rendell's going to get there first. And
it was offside.
I think he would have been off, yeah. That's too bad. Jack Garrity 3, the Eugene Generals 5. As that one is cleared, 47 seconds left on the Cass Minor. Rendell doesn't like that he didn't get a call out of that. Gotta be lucky he doesn't, or gotta be careful he doesn't get himself called for one. And that's cleared the length of the ice. Rendell will chase it again. Throws a hit, but the Gens on the puck. Nathan Lutz tried to steal that one away from him, though. Harbalovsky on it now. 1 second and now expired on the power play. So back to 5 aside. And this could be a gift for Schultz if he gets there. Zach Schultz, backhanded, knocked away Roysom. Cass throws it at goal. Lutz was there looking for a deflection. It missed everybody. Now Lutz behind the net. Backhanding intercepted. Finds Lutz again. Holtz, slap shot. Rebound, but Roysom is on it, and then Lutz is eaten up. 2 minutes left.
We're gonna have to get a real quick one here. Then if they do, then establish zone, get Howery out, and hope you get another one.
Yeah, you probably pull Howery really as soon as you do establish the zone here,
yeah.
Needing 2 goals if you're going to pull him with 2. Just those are the passes. They're not working for the Ducks tonight. There were a couple of guys that could have had chances there and just managed to miss everybody. Now here's Code. He'll fire it at Howery, and the save made by Jackson. He puts it right back down on the ice.
And that was off the official.
Power trying to pull the puck away. And does. Garrity to Barkley, then to Charnholm. Across the crease, no one there for it. Here come the Gens again, but poked away from them, kept alive in the neutral zone. Now cross ice to Berg. Horenberg back for Garrity. The shot blocked. They're not able to get Howery out of there as we're under 1 minute left now.
Yeah, Howery wasn't even making his way out there. Let's see if Ducks come up here and see if he makes his way.
Now Garrity trying to sneak it to Rendell. Eventually finds Connor Rendell. But then no one there. A gift, though, for Lutz. Lutz will turn. Someone's stick goes flying.
And here comes Howery to the bench.
Howery now to the bench and again slid for Rendell. Couldn't find it. Holtz slaps a one-timer there. There's a hit. Garrity.
22.
20 seconds left. Not looking like it's going to happen, folks. Here's Pultz. 13 seconds left. Charnholm into the corner. 10 seconds left. Knocked down. The Gens are going to win this one 5-3. The final score. And the Gens will mob Carson Roysom as well they should. An excellent game out of number 1 in blue tonight for the Generals. The final score, the Gens 5, the Ducks 3. For one last time in this building, this is Isaac Rosendahl joined by Brent Kelly. We hope to see you from Tahoe next week, where the Ducks will have to clean some things up, but they've got a good reason to feel pretty good going into that tournament. Can't beat themselves up over tonight too much. Want to thank you for joining us all season once again. We do hope to see you from Tahoe. Thanks so much and have an excellent weekend.